Good evening. My name is Earl Williams. I'm an author and writer. I recently finished a book. It's called Reign of Deception through Kingfish Publishing. Um, it's fairly controversial. I do want to let you know that. It controversial pedophile molestation and abuse among children. Now, I'm not saying that all parents are abusive. I'm not saying that all people are pedophiles and molesters, but it does happen. And I had an interest in knowing and learning more about it when it came about in my mind one day when I was in Central Park. And it really disturbed me how some children are really taken advantage of in the home thing and then outside and actually just trying to be kids. I have a character named Rainwater. She's fairly smart, very bright, who's used and abused by her own family and outsiders too, but it's mainly her family. Her and her mother don't have that kind of relationship that a typical mother and daughter have, so it's kind of hard for her mother to accept that that's her child. And then when it comes to light, her mother is only trying to draw that wedge between us instead of coming together with us. And when it comes to some type of light, all her mother ends up doing is drifting further away from her and ends up pushing her child away. I wrote it because it speaks heart, it speaks fire. It's very heartbreaking and it's somewhat relieving, but I tell you this now, as an audience and as readers, and even as me writing it, it's disturbing. I did not want to write it at first, but then I like thinking about the title, thinking about situations on the news, and so many things that have gone on with children over the years. I decided to just sit down and write it down because that's what makes me different. I don't like just reading things where they are. I like to just write them down and you create what should have been. Rainwater is a very bright young lady. She's only 12 years old, but when she's used, everything in her life tends to turn against her. She doesn't have that extra family member she can walk to or extra friends because they're all taken from her. And sometimes as children, when they don't have anything else, they just jump for that thing that's not that important to them. And sometimes as parents, we forget that. And also we forget that they're not, they're not checked. They're our kids. I wrote the book because it means something greater to me than just writing and having somebody buy my book. That's not my point. My point is to have some parents open their eyes. Like guys able to open the sun and bring up a new day. I want parents to see that. I'm not trying to say all parents are bad. I'm not trying to say everybody outside is trying to hurt your kids because it's not true. I just want people to see the light of when you mistreat your children, things tend to happen, and when you think your children are against you, it can sometimes backfire. I do encourage you to buy the book and feel free to add a review. Some of you might be critical of it because of the graphical language, but I respect it because everybody's human and we all entitled to a freedom of speech. But I do advise you it is a great read. I hope you enjoy it and you realize the point I'm trying to get across to you. I just want Rain to be happy. I want I want family. I want some kind of communication between her and her mother because in the book there is none. There's only drama. And sometimes drama is what brings families together. Oddly enough, it is sad, sad and true. Rain's uncle, Sweet Daddy, or Armani, that's his government name, is the one who is considered a mastermind, controlling everybody and everything, and he's not even important. He was making important by just by his name. He's controlling his brother and he's controlling his brother's wife. In turn, basically turning against their own child, when in turn he's just making them out to be his slaves. I just want people to realize from this book, when you allow people to control you, you lose focus of who you are. Same thing with children. When you don't when you don't have it, you lose their dreams, their vision, they're all gone. And when they're gone, it takes a long time for them to reach that level again. Rain Deception is available on pinkfishpublishing.com/earlwilliams.html, and you could also go to amazon.com. If you go to Amazon, you type in Rain Deception by Earl Williams, and once you're done, write a review, and I will gladly return the favor and message you back. But I do appreciate your time and your patience for allowing me to talk to you today. Each copy of this book is $14.95 plus a $2 shipping. Within another, I could say 1 to 2, or maybe even 3 months, it should be available for Nook and Kindle users. But until then, I do urge you to buy the book on paperback. It's fast paced, heartwarming, but I do applaud that you do go and buy it. And I would appreciate it because I need this topic to get out there. There are too many users in this world, and when you have too many, you don't have a lot of leaders. I'm gonna read to you the synopsis, and I will read to you the brief analogy coming from me. Lollipops and sunflower seeds are all a girl's best friend, but not for Rainwater, a young pretentious teen girl from the Webster section of the Bronx. Her innocence is taken early in life by her father, and she soon finds herself consistently victimized by her very own mother and entrapped in a world where her body is for sale. She has been told by those closest to her that no one gives a damn about whether she lives or dies. Their only concern is just about the money they're paying her uncle and papa for her services. When it hits home that all she is put up is face thrown like a fish to a sea of men, she begins to plan her escape route. But at the tender age of 12, how far can Rain get in seeking restitution? And with her past history, who will believe her over her sugar daddy's pocket funds? And who won't kill to have her in a sack? Rain is different, but she's still a child. I want you as parents and teens to read. I don't want you to feel any line of fear. I just want you to read it and understand that things like this do happen. It's okay to be scared, because that means you're listening. We have a lot of children going missing every day. Even women, men go missing, and yet we don't do anything about it. We just sit there and stare in the face, and it's not good. We all are human, and until we understand that we're stronger than we think we are, all we're gonna do is sit there and stare in the face. We don't need that. All we need is each other. God put us on this earth so that we can stand and live next to each other, not fight each other, not hurt each other. Rain and her family, until they find a way to cope with things, will never have that. They will never enjoy the love and compassion that certain families have. And when they do, Sweet Daddy Amani or whoever he is, will be an afterthought, and he does simply walk right back over. Thank you for your time. If you need to reach me, my email address is earlwilliams83 at gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Earl Williams, or you can just type in my name in the search finder on Facebook, Earl Williams, and my book cover will be the first thing that pops up. I appreciate your time and your patience. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the beholder of this land, and I wouldn't be a writer if it wasn't for people who appreciate like you. I thank you for your patience, and I appreciate every day that you've given me to write and speak my piece. Remember, protect your kids, protect yourself, protect your family first. Everything else is through God's grace. Thank you.